Welcome to Satsang. So the first noble truth that the Buddha explained was that life is dukkha, or dissatisfying. And if you really understand it, if you truly understand the first noble truth, that life is dissatisfying, it doesn't take long to realize why. That our addiction to desiring things to be different, better or less or more, is the cause of all suffering, along with the fear of losing what we're attached to. Now, if you really realize it, you give up. You only continue addictively demanding what you want, defending what you have so aggressively, if you think that somehow there's a way you're not going to be dissatisfied. There's a way that it's going to work. But if you truly see the nature of the mind, that it creates its own suffering because of its desires, because of its attachments, you give up. You surrender. And in that surrender, you find peace. And with the peace, a certain beauty that doesn't come if you're still addictively demanding things to be different than how they are, or still aggressively protecting what you think you're attached to, what you think you have. You just give up. There's such a beauty in the understanding of the first two noble truths. Most of us live in some kind of hope that things are going to get better, but this is simply a dream. Later, you're still going to be desiring things to be different, and you're still going to be attached to whatever you think you have. And this is still going to cause you dissatisfaction. Because the thing that is causing the problem, your own mind, has not surrendered. It's not programmed to surrender. So that has to be practiced. So what does it look like to not be addictively demanding things? Well, it looks very similar to what a normal person looks like. Except there's an even mind, because it doesn't matter so much. If things get taken away, that's okay too. If things get given, that's okay too. If things go the way you want, that's okay. If they don't, that's okay. A mind that can surrender can be okay with everything. And so it can gain equanimity, calmness, while under fire. And it can fall back to that at any time that it comes out into the world to play. But that takes practice. So in understanding the first two noble truths, one develops a plan. How do I stop this dissatisfaction? How do I get over this fear of losing what I have? If you practice, you'll get over it. If you practice letting go of what you want. Some people look at renunciation as a practice. Maybe it is the best practice. The best practice of renunciation is to let go of your thoughts, to let go of your desires, to let go of your attachments. This form of renunciation will quieten the mind, bring about equanimity, bring about peace, and bring about the right type of mind that will support enlightenment. But it takes practice. If all we do is practice supporting our addictive demands to get what we want, if all we do is aggressively defend what we feel we're attached to, well, that's what we get good at. And that's the cause of our dissatisfaction, our suffering. If on the other hand we practice letting go, that's what we get good at. So it's up to you. What do you feel to practice? No one can ever make you practice. You can do whatever you like. The practice of let go is a very beautiful thing to be able to do. It's also the way of the heart. Because in that openness, heart appears quite readily. I'll leave it to you. Thank you for Satsang.